Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Rekha Hassan, Assistant Professor of English from Government First Grade College, Kavur, Mangalore. Today's session is on grammar, proverb. This has been prescribed for BBA Sem 4 of Mangalore University. Session 37. Proverb. Let's have the introduction to the proverb. What does it mean? What are the rules to be followed? And how this has to be written in a paragraph. A proverb is a well-known saying that conveys a general truth or that offers advice on life and behavior. Proverbs are very simple in form, yet packed with meaning. Though they consist of short sentences, they contain a lot of wisdom. Proverbs often make use of metaphors to convey their meaning. Metaphors are comparisons made between two dissimilar things without using the words like or as to show that one of them has some quality of the other. Another feature of proverbial sayings is irony, or the use of words to convey meanings that are the opposite of what they usually mean. Now, coming to the expansion of Proverbs. Expansion of Proverbs is a meaningful writing task. It involves understanding the meaning of a proverb. First, we have to understand its meaning, what it implies, and how it relates to the present time. In order to expand a proverb, first you will have to explain its meaning, elaborate on its significance by using reasoning and giving examples from real life to convey its truth and wisdom clearly to the reader. In order to have a good paragraph written for expansion of a proverb, it must have unity of thought, order, coherence, variety, and expansion. In order to expand an idea or expansion of a proverb is simple and straightforward. It involves 5 easy steps as below. Step 1. Understand the symbol of the words. Words or ideas used are symbolic in proverbs. An attempt should be made to understand the context of the proverb, because the name of any kind stands for some symbolic meaning. Whatever the proverb given, there is some symbolic meaning hidden in it. First, try to note the symbolic meaning of the proverb. For example, work is worship. The general opinion is that work stands for both physical and mental activity, done either in office or anywhere else. But the word worship refers to prayer. In a literal meaning, both have their own meanings. The meaning of these two words are different. Work stands for activity, whereas worship stands for prayer. Work done is to earn money, whereas worship is done to please God, to earn His blessings. work and effort applied to accomplish some given activity. In this way, you can go on explaining the literal meaning of these two words like work and worship in the beginning of the paragraph. Then, gradually, you have to relate these two words with a single word that gives the meaning to the same meaning to the two words. Worship, an old English word which means giving worth to something, giving value to something. So both the ideas are combined to form work is worship. Even now, the work and effort applied to accomplish some given activity. So both the ideas are combined to form the proverb work is worship. Step 2. Giving a literal meaning to the words of the proverb in the step 1, and now we are in step 2. Substitute the meaning in the idea or the proverb. Giving a substitute idea to the words in the proverb. Continuing with the example of step 1, work is worship. Any sort of activity is done with a sense of worthiness or respect. Any activity, whether it is worship or work or the activity done, both is done with due respect. Both is given the same weightage. Both is worshipped. Work is worship and worship is done with work. Whatever the activity with reference to work or with worship, both are done with reverence. Reverence with due respect. So, work big or small has the same worth of worship. So, both equally stand for worthiness and reverence. So, in step 2, we have given a substitute meaning for the two words, that is work and worship. The meaning here meant the reverence to the activity, whether it is work or worship. This is how the real meaning of the words or ideas in a proverb are decoded and understood. Step 3. Search for a story or anecdote or example or illustrations. In order to give a clear idea, in order to expand the proverb, in order to understand the meaning of the proverb, you can have a story. You can build a story. You can have an illustration. An attempt should be made to illustrate the idea with a suitable example. Ideas could be explained through stories or achievements of a person. Stories could be picked up from Panchatantra or any such kinds. Here, I have taken the mother of the world. I am illustrating a person and her service to the world. The mother of the world is none other than Mother Teresa, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in recognition of her service or work. She has sacrificed her whole life for the sake of the suffering, homeless, diseased, unwanted, is the real mother, that is Mother Teresa. For her, worship in the form of work is the only way she found salvation. That is to reach God. Here, worship is done in the form of work. Work is nothing else than worship for her. So, work is worship, and worship is done through work. So, by such stories or such anecdotes or by illustrations, you can make the people understand the real meaning of the proverb. Work is worship. Step 4. Find some similar proverbs. This is how you should expand the paragraph to the given proverb, following the steps which I am relating to it now. Step 4. Find some similar proverbs or ideas related to the given proverb. Use certain other proverbs just like patience, service oriented, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination and are always revered in the society. The proverbs like a stitch in time saves 9, health is wealth, and you can relate many other proverbs to the proverb you are expanding, the proverb you are explaining. Step 5 is the concluding paragraph. While ending the paragraph, you have to sum up the ideas. While summing up the ideas, use certain words like so, hence, thus, etc. These words indicate that the paragraph is going to end soon. And the reader comes to know that the writer is on the verge of ending the paragraph. This is how you can expand the proverb into a beautiful paragraph with full of ideas, the story you can relate with, and giving a wonderful conclusion at the end. If you would like to have further reading on a proverb, you can just go through these reference materials. Thank you one and all, and have a good day.